for us to try and keep the gallery open. So timing is fluid.
But we'll let you know.
I agree. Time
Like if
exist.
we
I'm just doing it.
Generally, if we don't time out, the piece could run all night.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
If the piece is
I just
gonna
need to
keep-
know if I need to pay attention to the time.
if we go,
That's not your job.
that's not your job. I'll write it on the tags. I'll be doing the tags.
It's actually
and stuff.
so. Like, imagine this.
Well, I just saw that Chelsea writes down the time.
Yeah.
So I
Can I
just.
finish? So if we know somebody's really struggling, and there's 9 minutes and 57 seconds, that's we're not 2 militant about the time because we know that person's struggling, right? If it's kind of like we got to move this piece out because it's a dud and it's not going anywhere, then we're a little more stringent about the time. But like, it's fluid, so don't worry about it because it's one of those things that's painful. Someone will end up hating you for making the wrong decision, like I get all the time. So
We
just
mean,
let
don't
that-
worry, that's not your stress.
Let that lay on my head.
Yeah, don't worry. Okay, so we are live. There are 8 people with us. This is the Rumble 465. We have been doing this 465 times.
The
And
other side
we-
of that is that we're kind of making judgment calls on who wants us to stretch out the time and who doesn't.
Are
Some
very
people
grateful
like-
that you are here.
I'm not worried about it.
No, but
You just tell me.
now that I'm telling you, some people will freak out because 10 minutes went by and they think it's theirs, right? And some people just want the gallery to stay open, so they'll go like an extra hour, right? So there's lots of factors, and
And I
It's
don't
a-
know them all.
no, but it's a guessing game, and there's lots of hurt feelings when we do it wrong. So just you don't want that responsibility because it's.
Oh, I don't really want any responsibilities, so you are correct.
I get like angry emails in the middle of the night.
I don't have that for you.
Okay.
Oh, inconsiderate. It's
So,
the middle of the
We are currently Leanne's in Jamaica, logging in from Jamaica.
That is pretty exciting.
That is pretty awesome.
Actually,
what the
could we
heck?
speed deliver something to Jamaica? If it can say?
the shipping would be outrageous. Hi, Sandra. Nice to see
Can you do
you.
me a favor and just put your hand on your head for a few seconds?
I'm also trying to share.
Does it still say 7 p.m.? That's a concern.
Oh, that's there.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's how we end up
Fun.
with the people texting at 4 in the morning is because it said 7 p.m. when it was 9 p.m. and they end up watching the long feed and they're 2 hours behind.
Rumble auction.
Rumble auction.
Fun. So nice to see everybody. I'm just currently sharing this so more people can see. So I am sharing the event and breathing heavy. Okay.
Do you think you could get me a code, my dear?
Yeah. There, I shared it.
What is
Code is, someone just asked if they could drop off snacks.
Yeah.
Always.
Yes, I
Who is it?
think it's Tony.
Tell Tony to come visit us. Did you get a code?
Yeah,
Are you looking?
529
529.
354. Okay. Whew. So we got people in from all over the place. Wherever you can get the link, you are more than welcome to join us. Share as much as you can. We have 17 people with us. That is wonderful.
What a
And
great number.
yeah, right. And some people were saying that there's lots more people watching, like with them. So that is very fun. So we are going to start the auction. We have a few bids already. So I'm going to start pulling up pieces. The best thing to do is if you see something, first of all, you can look up Rumble 465 under discussion. There are a whole list of photos with the descriptors. So you're more than welcome to peruse those. And then when you text 403-629-7424,
That's 403-629-7424.
you just let me know
403-629-7424.
which one you'd like to bid.
Call now,
on.
403-629.
Let me know what you'd like to bid on,
74.
and we'll put that in the auction.
Thank you.
I'm glad we had this talk. So, good, wonderful. Just to start things off here, my mom bid $25 on this cute little ducky by Matthias. So
Right,
Matthias is the
Princess Mom.
artist. Yeah, Princess's mom.
She's got it going on.
So this is by Matthias.
And what is it?
It is a duck, but it looks like there's a whole galaxy inside. There's kind of like swirls of glass.
The universal duck.
It's universal duck.
Green universal duck.
So currently at $25 to mom. If you would like to bid, you text 403-629-7424 and you say,
That's 403
I'd like to bid on the duck.
7424. 403 629 742.
And part of this can be people just making sure that the phone will ding when the texts come in.
Hit ding us now.
So just text us with what you'd like to see in the auction, or text us to say hi so we can see what's interesting to people. There's a lot of amazing art.
I'm trying to see on the Rumble House page the live feed, and I do not see it. I see
On Facebook.
on Facebook.
I am watching live
Thanks, Kelly. There's multiple funny things because Kelly is here now and she helped with the texting. So awesome. So next piece. Oh, thanks, Liam. Excellent. Is that correct? That's not Oliver?
Yeah.
Oliver. Is that the new text?
I sent pictures.
Oh, that is so cute. Yeah. Hi, how are you?
The healthiest stuff thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Anywhere. You can put them Tony, that's so sweet of you. Have a good night. See you. That is just so kind. Okay, so these two pieces by Matthias as well are glasses, and they open up at $20 each. So if you would like to have a nice set, that would be $40 for the set. Or you could text in and say, I would like the really lovely one with bumps for $20. See, we're using our descriptive language, and you probably have better descriptive language than me right now. Okay. So here we go. Lovely texture in the glass on this one too. All right. So if you'd like to text or bid on these pieces, text 403-629-7424. Awesome. So nice.
Like before anyone got here. But I don't know, Rich was saying earlier that I would beat Chelsea tonight, and all I would do is sit here and do Chelsea's job and get my
Okay, so
instead of my feet, it's my shoulders. Sorry.
oh my gosh, I look directly in that light.
Oh, that doesn't need to be on it.
Sorry, no,
It's okay.
and it wasn't even that big of a deal. I just looked like I
How's the
didn't need to. It's good.
Yeah.
So here we go. This is by Mika. Is Mika here actually? Oh, she's outside. I'll just let people look at it. It is opening at $5. So it's acrylic on upcycled material. Really beautiful glow, and then really beautiful matte finish of the acrylic. So we're going to open it up, and that's if you're new to the online too. We kind of open up the bids, and then we leave it open for a little bit so people can have time to look at the pieces. So this one is opening at $5, and this is by Mika. Wonderful. So text 403-629-7424 if you would like to bid on any of the pieces that you see coming up.
403-629-7424. 403-629.
My love, we got a
7424.
couple bids on this one.
This
Is
one.
it okay if we pull this up now?
Sure.
And then we can leave it open for a bit.
Does that one have a name?
Let's say
It's big,
big portrait. big,
flowery Jessie.
big face.
Flowery Jessie. Alright.
It's on a fabric that had a flower print.
So here,
And
I'll
that's
show.
relevant because
This is the fabric.
was it my imagination, or was there actually a time where someone was like disappointed that I hadn't
Well, no, that was it. Wasn't that at Gorilla House or was that here?
made
Oh
it?
yeah, no, that was here. No one was disappointed, but it was like,
They're like, you didn't paint this? This is a highly detailed fabric. And it's kind of a different process. The idea of the fabric paint is it's got more to do with having to see through the print. So this has got a pretty loud explosion on it when you have the black light on, and it's a little more subtle under the normal lights. So there's that, and then this. It is, can you turn it so it's square to the screen?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that?
yeah, it is.
That would be more
It's square to the.
like this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was the opening bid on that?
$5. So Eric bid 5, and then Steve bid 50. So this piece is currently at $50 to Steve.
Okay. let's put it
Text 403-629-7424 if you'd like to bid on this piece.
403-629-7424.
It just, I put that behind it because oh, I don't want it to push on the canvas. Okay?
Is not pushing on the canvas.
Okay. It's plugged in. All right. So I'm just checking.
I'm trying to like finger go over it.
Okay.
Rich, you want the chip?
No, thank
Yes?
In a little bit, I'll grab some.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. So currently, this piece behind me is at $50 to Steve. So we are going to keep these ones open. We've shown a few. So this cute ducky
Like
is
just open the bag in one rip and
currently at $25 to Mom.
Oh.
This lovely double portrait of the sheepies by Mika is opening at $5. So I'll just keep bringing up here. I'll just keep bringing them up so you can see.
This is Rich's worst.
Well, it's because I have to be responsible for the broadcast working. So I end up
Sure, you
being,
can bring snacks. Not those snacks.
Meanwhile, like everybody here was
Banana loaf. Something, anything but that.
It's kind of ironic.
It is funny.
We're all just quietly trying.
It's like painful.
I get that at school sometimes because I take salad for lunch. And to me, when I'm eating, and I just eat in the classroom because I keep the art room open at lunch. So whenever I'm hungry, there's going to be somebody in my room. So I eat when I'm hungry. But sometimes when the kids are working, I'm like, oh, I know I'm going to be busy at lunch, or I haven't had my lunch yet and the kids are concentrating and I'm like eating my salad. It sounds like it's like, nuclear war in my head. And there'll be a kid like, I don't know, 2 feet away. I'm like, is this driving you nuts? They're like, I can't hear you chewing. To me, it's
Right.
like deafening.
I am so self-conscious over chewing because it sounds like nuclear war in your head. And then outside, it's fine.
My new spotlight, I'm just going to point it at people that are chewing too loudly.
That is my worst nightmare. Please don't do that.
Please, everyone just stops.
Okay, we gotta
I
show the
grew up
trumpet
having
player.
such a-
This is gonna be exciting because I have not seen the black light reaction to the.
Okay, so we're gonna bring up the trumpet player that Rich Taylor was working on throughout the evening. Here, I'll show these ones after.
So you got an opening bid?
Yeah,
That's nice.
$25 for trumpet player by Rich Taylor.
It's not really a trumpet.
You could just put trumpet, I guess.
It's a jazz club.
Okay, jazz club.
Can you see the screen, Jess?
I was showing the people here.
Oh,
Sorry,
I know.
25 to who?
To Gladys.
Gladys.
Thank you, Gladys.
That's a pretty fun background in the black light.
It is so fun.
I have to give up my addiction to black light soon. Like it's starting to take over my work.
You can really hear you can see the music, I was saying.
I think that's where like
The
I really
atmosphere.
like when I'm doing sound and
Yeah.
I'm using the black light. It's
Yeah.
really fun.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like even with this piece behind me, I'll talk about that later. But like you were really good at building
Sound.
that atmosphere and
I'm
the
kind of grateful
feel
to the
of
black
story.
light for creating sound in my artwork. I feel a little limited by it because people actually have to buy a black light to enjoy the black light effect. But
If you have those lights that change color,
yeah,
can you change?
all kinds of blue lights as well too, like this.
Like most people have those smart lights now.
Oh,
There's usually
right.
a color that,
So-
like, brings out other colors.
Everybody watching, I forgot to say thank you in advance for your patience. Because Marlo and I are doing the job that usually Chelsea and Galen, everything is helping. So we're going to do the tags. We're going to make sure everything is organized. But I just wanted to thank you in advance because I'm going to be slow. And I'm just going to make sure that we're doing it good.
All I know is we've been the Green Universal Duck,
Nice.
Flowery Jessie, and Jazz Club.
Nice.
Did I miss anything?
No, I think that's all the bids
Okay.
that we've gotten in. Wonderful. Yay, thank you.
And my own, because Brian.
Oh, Leanne, it's $25 currently. She said that would go good with her trumpet player. Remember, she got the other one from the other
Right.
night. So these series, there's a few beautiful, I keep calling them portraits, photos of luscious nature. So these are by Wes Rath. Yeah.
If you open them wide,
So this one's called Dewdrops by Wes Rath. Opening is $10.
no, because if you open them like this, you don't make noise with the bag.
That is super stealthy. So this is Tiger Lilies and Raindrops. This is by Wes Rath. Opening $10 as well. So there's these two here. And then there's this one by Wes Rath. Also, bee leaf.
White spider's super cool.
Because you're looking at the bees and then you're like, oh my gosh, bee, watch out. All of these are opening at $10. So you can text 403
That's 403
629 7424.
7424. 403 629 7424.
My love, did you want the other camera up on the
Not
screen?
really.
Okay, that's okay. Okay. Just checking the phone to make sure. Okay. Marlo, would you like to, can I put up your piece? And, yeah. So this piece is by Marlo.
Oh, it looks so much cooler when I'm not holding it.
That is not true.
Well, just like for me to witness
Oh, that is true.
it. It's just
That is cool.
Oh, and you can see the side there. That's
Oh yeah, I wanted to show. So this is by Marlo. How long have you worked on this one?
like if I put all the time, like 2 months, but realistically, like 2 hours.
Oh, that's
But
fair.
all,
I understand.
you know.
Over
Yeah.
the span of time of 2 months, you worked about 2 hours.
Yeah, it's not really that big of a deal.
No, it's pretty cool. So there's a lot of different imagery going on in here. So you can see the river flowing down the canvas. You can see a topographical map of of Drumheller down here, but abstracted, right? Like stylized, kind of inspired by.
Oh, it's not stylized at all. I'm just doodling. I have no idea.
No, no, you do have an idea. It's like really cool. It's called Bird's Eye View because we're looking, and Stephen Strain earlier was saying that this looks. It's really hard pointing at
It
stuff.
looks like an eagle.
It does, yeah, right. It looks like a bird. So you see the eye there of the
That was
beak,
unintentional. I didn't notice until someone else noticed.
and there's kind of like another bird here with the top beak and the bottom beak there. But really, like you're saying, it's abstract shapes, and so you can kind of see your own stuff inside of it. And so the opening bid was $7.77, and Ryan bid $12. So if you'd like to bid on this lovely piece, text 403-629-7424. It's multimedia. There are some pieces that are kind of coming up off the canvas of wax, and some are paint pen, acrylic. Very cool. I hear lots of bids, but
Somebody bid $30 on the jazz club.
I do not hear my phone
No name.
dinging. Oh,
Yeah, you better check the dings.
I know. Well, it's not dinging.
Is the
It is on. I just have to.
you want to change it here? I'm gonna test it a few times.
It's different when it's open. It dings fine.
Can you pass it to me? I'll make it open.
Hold on. I just wanted to see who this. Oh,
Just pass it to me. Yeah.
Good breath.
We are. Yeah, right.
Okay, everyone collectively take a deep breath. Ryan, I know you're listening at home. You better be deep breathing.
Deep breathing.
Kelly sent cats.
Thanks, Billy.
I love that you're ready. I also do that. So I just appreciate it.
Okay, it should be good now. I think. I don't know why
Where's
I like
that
the
32?
defaults here.
I was just looking. I'm gonna see. So when you text, if you could, I know I have you in my phone, but I want to make sure that I'm saying it to the right person because sometimes I have to scroll back a little bit. So. Scrolling, 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 scrolling. Oh, that's to Catherine? Catherine. And then I actually
30.
got, 30 to Catherine, but we got a few here. It's at 50 now. Sorry.
Okay.
Scrolling. So the jazz club's currently at 50. I'm just gonna show it again.
52.
I don't know. I have to scroll again.
Anyways.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be.
Thank
Can
you
I
for.
help at all?
No, you're perfect.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
If she has the name, she'll just deliver it.
Because I end up, it's always in the phone, so
I
I
just
always.
don't pay attention to how Chelsea does this. So
No,
just,
You're doing perfect. So this is the jazz club we were talking about. So Rich was looking at a series of beatniks. So there's different poets, and he was inspired by the different poetry. But then we have been listening to a lot of jazz, and we were just watching the Blue Note documentary, and that was really awesome. And we ordered a few albums that are in actually now that we have to go get for Mom tomorrow. We got. I can't remember the name.
So that's actually a painting of a combination of paintings of beatnik, poetry, jazz nights, and so one of the jazz poetry nights. But one of the poetry events had a trumpeter playing some jazz as an interlude. If that makes any sense, it was
Totally.
a combination of 5 different photos. Really, Jack Kerouac's not in the painting, but that's what I was imagining. Was this kind of like jazzy little club where Jack Kerouac might have been reading some poems. And then amongst the photos that I was using as reference, this guy playing the trumpet, obviously they're doing jazz and poetry that night. Just kind of caught my, I couldn't resist. It doesn't change anything about the painting other than it's like jarring me that you keep calling it jazz painting, Jess, and I love you, but it's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's just not what I was thinking in my head, right?
It's cool because you like
Is it
yeah.
a new name?
No, jazz is fine. I'm just trying to clarify. Like
no, but that's why I like this
So
place.
as a
Is you can
poet.
hear the artist's inspiration, and then you're also like thinking.
like I'm
about,
hearing jazz painting, and then it's just like I'm feeling like I'm being dishonest with you,
oh,
and so I'm just trying to tell you that it's not just jazz. It was meant to be
but I also want
people
to
listening to poems.
respect your.
No. It's not about my feelings. It's just like I felt like I was misleading you.
There's no misleading. It is beautiful. It is on a really nice, beautiful frame. Currently,
It's also got a naked glow in the dark lady underneath it.
Is this good for my boob wall?
Well, there's a
if you have X-ray vision.
yeah.
Well, I don't,
Well, I do.
unfortunately.
It is underneath the layers. So there's multiple layers underneath. So it is currently at $50.
If you have a secret boob wall.
Oh, there's like all these random pieces, and you're like,
I actually was thinking of
underneath.
making some boobies tonight and wondering if they would qualify for your boob wall.
Any boobs, really. I would just appreciate you painting for me because I'll hang them on my wall.
okay. So currently
small,
at $50, and I will just check the phone and make sure I'm not missing any.
I meant canvas size, but also.
All right. So currently at $50.
Little boobies.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You just have to wait until I have money, Rich. So beginning.
Gladys just bid $60 for the Jazz Club, and we actually got another bid. Hold on.
Is it not dinging?
No, it's not. I have to keep it open. That's
Yeah.
fine. No, Rich is fine because it's good because then I keep checking it. So Gladys bid $60, and we also got a bid for $60 for the Jessica. So I'm just gonna let Steve know. Flowery Jessica. 60. Yeah. And I know that Steve's watching, so I don't need to text, but I'm always over conscientious of like, I hope people don't miss it if I
Well, there is a lag,
say it. And
right?
then-
So there
Yeah,
could be. It's not a bad
totally.
idea to let people know.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go back through some of the ones that we showed already. So this piece is by Mika. It's so nice to see her after so long. It's been COVID and so much going on. Have you been making art this No, just like working and like, oh my gosh, I'm really. Hello, how are you? I'm like, my brain was jarred. It's like, it's so nice to see you. Opening is $5 for this lovely piece.
I got here so early and you weren't here, and I was like, all right.
This is currently at
Justin's not here
$25.
today, so you're supposed to job.
Oh, nice. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm sure everyone is, but I appreciate you saying it. I'm really not good at multitasking, so the fact that I'm doing this is.
Oh, you're doing so awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe I am good.
I've won the
You
Star
see?
Trek
Look, Sky.
this week.
I
Marlo.
did a thing.
I want
It's at $12 to Ryan currently. This is by Marlo.
for $15 to
Oh,
Sky.
wow.
$15 to
Let me write
Sky.
that down.
Steve just bid $75 on the Jess painting.
I hope Brian's still watching.
I'll text.
Fight.
Oh yeah, maybe should I
Fight,
text?
fight.
How to find Ryan?
A wrestle.
Oh,
Are
I-
you about to have a rumble between Sky and Ryan? Right? I'd watch. I mean, I'm here.
We used to scare people away from Gorilla House, like the ruffians, by telling them we had a fight club in the basement. And so, like, when everybody talked me at the Gorilla House, I'm like, look, we got a fight club in the basement on Tuesdays, just come by. And then they'd leave and not come back.
Oh no.
And
you
And you
allowed
were
to
like,
talk
I was
about it?
kidding.
I was bluffing every time. But,
Yeah.
Were you were allowed to talk about it?
Yeah, but people don't think you're kidding when you're just talking.
Well, Elijah was a bit of a criminal back then, so it wasn't that far off the truth. But
Oh, is that
Publicly.
texture?
Publicly, we're
Yeah, I was gonna show you actually because
I didn't appreciate the texture. Touch it. Oh, it's cool. Do we know what it is?
so
What's
this
the texture?
is by Rose Lee. This is by Rose Lee,
Isn't
and
it weird to like learn people's voices and then meet them and then I don't know, online and in person things.
Oh. I love your bears. They're so soft.
The flowery just was at 60. I didn't catch the name.
oh, it's at 75 now to Steve.
Am I in trouble?
So this is opening at $5.
Oh, okay. Good deal.
Guess the brand just don't want to say.
That's valid.
I really like the texture and the leaves here. So Rose Lee has not been able to come down, so we're able to pick up some of her work. And this is one of her multimedia paintings. Oh, it's open. It's open at $10.
No, I'm like,
I tried really hard.
Comments that people have chips and it's like, insecure with the feed. So.
Opening at $10.
But you want me to have more. I'm so confused.
I'm gonna be happy. Okay, sure.
I am happy.
And then Rose Lee
Nobody
also
has
brought
here
a
that I
series
have
of
in a while.
different pieces. So I'm just going to show you.
Oh, those are cool.
So these are wine glasses painted with flowers, and they have candles in them. There's a series of 3, but I only have 2 hands.
Can I see?
So they're metallic silver and gold with flowers on the outside, and then they have little candles on the inside, and they're really lovely. And the whole set of 3 are starting at $5.
So we picked these up in Hawkesbury?
Yeah. So the whole set of 3 pieces are starting at $5. If you would like a nice set of candle holder wine glasses by Rose, there's 3 of them. I'm only showing 2.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, $10 on the flowers to Tina. And we got, okay, so $10 currently to Tina by Rose. And we got 80 on the Big Jess. So I'll just let Steve know. And okay, good.
Actually, I really like that jazz piece. I know it's a jazz piece.
I also like that.
When I was looking at it as a poetry piece, it kind of felt like a fail.
It's
Well, I was just saying because it felt like a failure a couple times, and let's go up and down. And when they finished it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like this one tonight. And then it's actually on one that I didn't like from last week, so I bought it back and painted over it. And I was like, I'm not gonna buy this one back. I actually really like it now.
I absolutely love it.
Just the red and yellow roses. Who are those by?
Rose.
Oh,
I think that I got confused too. I put the,
Also on the 63
Yeah.
on that jazz piece.
63.
you said you had no money.
I have no money, but I get paid on Friday.
Do you want to see it under the black light?
Absolutely.
Under the serious moonlight.
The serious blacklight. Maybe what I'll do.
Serious food.
Okay, I'm gonna move this camera back.
Steve bid 90 on the big face.
Okay.
The big face.
Me. Look, flower face.
The big jazz face.
Are you just assuming it's you?
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I pretty much assume that every woman you paint at this point.
No, it's funny because sometimes she poses for me, and sometimes I
like-
just paint her out of my imagination.
I feel like that's a fair
Am I just
assumption.
eventually gonna have a wall of just
Okay, ready?
like by
Da,
accident?
da, da.
Oh,
That is so
That,
amazing.
the front guy looks like an alien. I love it.
Under the serious black light.
Under the sea.
Yeah, so like I said, I sometimes I worry that I don't want the black light ever to become a gimmick. But when it comes to sound, I really feel like, especially throwing the black paint,
Oh, it makes so much sense.
really it makes so much
Oh,
noise.
And then look at this face too. Lovely,
love it.
lovely, lovely.
Oh, whoa, that one's cool.
This one's currently at
9.
90 to Steve.
Oh, I'm not
Can I?
Sorry, I'm
Can I
like
use
just
this one?
bending awkwardly.
This one's painted on a fabric, and the joy of this is painting on a ridiculously loud fabric, so you kind of go a little blind. So this here, the flowers here, the original flower fabric, and then the rest of it is. And actually, what's really nice about these ones is I've been tinkering with the obviously the Dayglow paints. The blues never really work, but I found this like stunning bright blue.
Yeah.
And there's a danger in using material that's so pretty that you don't have to work that hard. And in this case, I was using a really pretty fabric, painting a really pretty face with some really pretty colors, and it gets to be a bit much. But yeah, that's the big one.
And it's so great because you've actually had time to paint this week, right?
I
Like,
painted 7 paintings this
Yeah.
week.
we have a
I
few.
love that for you.
Wow, it's almost
I
like you're on
know.
break or something.
I know.
Wait, are you? Oh,
But
nice.
but it's, the week
so
started
Is
nice.
like
that why
3
you're
days
not
ago.
so stressed? That's
Yeah.
I walked in and
I'm
there's
just
no
gonna
like
go
unchill
slow.
energy today. Yeah, it's Taurus season. Go slow. Don't force yourself to go fast. Until May 16th. That's all
And
that
then here,
is.
while the black light's on, Kelly's here. We wanted to show her pour. So if you did a acrylic pour and it's UV reactive, you can see it is opening at $40 for this lovely piece.
Yeah, mushroom flowers.
And when you bid on this, you can take it home and like explore all of the awesomeness that is in here.
Look at it.
Okay. Oh, next. Oh,
Just because the
I
black
know.
light's on. So
this
this is
one-
my
Was that the first one that you worked on when
Yeah,
we were
it's
on
on-
break?
so we got a
Oh,
donation.
I put that there so it wouldn't be poking in.
Okay. We got a donation of some stretcher frames, and I have these loud fabrics that I like to work with. So I took this red striped fabric, and all I really wanted to do was a red dress, and everything else in this just kind of came out of my subconscious while I was working. So Jess kept asking me like, "What's the story here?" And I was like, "There's no story."
But there's so much story in it.
It
like,
is a bit like
it's this dark-
Tarantino kind of
Yeah.
like stolen car. What's going to happen next painting? But
Can we see it without the
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Which one is it?
Well, it's just the body that belongs to the striped dress.
Oh, cool.
That's
I'm so sorry. I was gonna help.
If you get that and the Just Head painting, you can make a bobblehead.
you can actually
put them together. Let's put them together.
actually Jess's head seems to fit on this quite well.
Okay.
I don't have to sell that tonight if there's no like.
No, you just wanted to show it though.
Oh.
If it's perfect.
It is.
I was
Jess's body, actually.
Yeah, just accidentally Jesse's body.
Not even. I had a picture of her standing like that, and I hit print, and then sometimes the printer doesn't work, so I got her to confirm that the printer was working, and nothing came out. And she's so diligent. Like, I'll just ask her a question, right? Like, "Hey, is the printer working?" And then she's like pulling it apart and
Soldering.
yeah, right. Like, no,
1
no, wait,
second.
Max, yeah. So I have this picture of her standing exactly like that, and I hit print. I just asked her, like, "Do you know if the printer's on?" And so 20 minutes into the painting, all of the figures completely in. I'm just tinkering with the background. She comes whipping up to me with this picture. She's like, "I got it, I got it." And I'm like, "Can you not see I don't need that anymore?" Like,
Wow.
and I wasn't trying to be not gracious, but I was just like shocked that she's like,
Still working
So
on it.
excited.
I have to be really careful what I ask, you know, like.
Okay. Sorry. There's a whole bunch of there's so much. Okay. So this is by Stephen Strain.
Oh, that's just. Oh, That doesn't look like Steven's usual MO.
Oh yeah, it's really freaking cool. Wait, I thought he wasn't done. He told me he wasn't done. He was gonna do other things.
It looks like a vineyard.
So this is
No,
called
he told me he was gonna
Tuscany,
add to it.
and you can see the ripping is really cool and very like so his surrealism.
Make sure you point out the Italy.
Yeah.
In case it wasn't clear, because it was not clear to me.
It was clear to me almost immediately.
I don't know geography at all.
So
It's
this
a bid
is
for
I guess
70
that
on
it
the
was Mexico. It's not.
Jazz Club.
Okay, so I'm sure all those bids are for this. What do I call this?
so Gladys bid $70 on the Jazz Club.
I think 72 on the Jazz Club.
Okay.
Actually,
What do I call this? What
75?
did Steven Strain call this?
You could Tuscany. Mhm.
As in the neighborhood, not the place in Italy.
I just hear Star Wars. Like I just figured that's
I
where
don't know if
Tuscan
you-
Raiders came from.
Where's Tuscany?
It's kind of by my school that I see that in like the far northwest.
Oh, it's a neighborhood
Yeah.
in
It's
Calgary.
Yeah.
right by where I live.
I
If you know where I live.
I don't know.
you
I
know
think
where
this is
Are
more
you also
relating
kinda
to
checking the
Italy.
screen sometimes?
Right by Crowfoot
Oh, yeah.
Station. It's
Yeah.
Right by Tuscany Station.
Is there is
You
the
know where
screen
Tuscany Station is?
foggy?
Right there.
So this is by Stephen Strain. This is his painting called Tuscany. You can see the really lovely little ripped boot of Italy here, and like
How big of
rolled
a
up.
collection do you have now? About 10 pieces?
About that, yeah.
Of Steven stuff?
Not of Stevens.
Oh, I
have
was
one of
like,
Stevens. I've got one of
So you can text
I have a
403-629-7424
few of, Ryan's.
if you'd like to bid on this piece or any of the pieces that we brought up so far. Some people tune in late in the auction, so then they're asking about what pieces have gone and not. So feel free to ask if you're curious about any of the pieces.
Oliver's just having me.
I'm going to show you some of Theo's. So Theo dropped off some original little pieces. So
Is
what
that
he
a hot
does,
air balloon?
he does. Oh shoot, sorry, I just forgot what I was going to do. Okay, sorry. I'm going to show these, and then we can show them around the room. And I have another big piece I'm going to bring out. So these are by Theo, and so Theo uses the offcuts from his other pieces, and he uses them for more art. So he does mail art. So he's been mailing back and forth with Ryan and all of these people all over the world. Then he does these really sweet little pieces too. So these are all $5 opening. This one's called Beach Ball Hills, Binary Suns, Bad Hair, #1 from 2000.
I want to live in Theo's brain for just like an hour. I just want to know.
How does he get offcuts?
Because he cuts his illustration boards and that kind of thing. And then he has like strips down the side and like,
Are illustration boards like the flat canvases?
here, you can,
You know those canvases that don't have wood in them and are just like solid? And like
illustration board's kind of like mat board, but a little bit
what's
thicker.
a mat board?
It's almost
Mat-
like cardboard.
Mat board,
Cardboard with a nice sheen on it.
Is it?
It's expensive drawing paper.
You know those canvases that are like 1/8 of an inch thick?
Kind of like that, but smoother. It's like the smoothest, nicest paper on a really hard cardstock.
But like and like thick.
About a millimeter thick.
Oh.
But it's a different
Oh,
kind
that
of
looks like 1/8 of an inch thick.
yeah, this is like,
Yeah, that's the
here.
one.
So this is called Clouds. This is from 1997.
I think it's so
Painted
cool.
in 1997.
That they're older.
19,
Yeah.
yeah, so
So all of Theo's life has
Yeah.
manifested in front of us. He's been painting since I was born, and he brings in these pieces. And
How old is he?
what's that?
How old is he? He's
he just
like
had
a
his
wizard.
70-something birthday.
Yeah.
70-something. 70?
3.
Sorry, Theo.
To live to be 70, that would be amazing.
So this
Life
is
goal.
Smile #2 and Smile #3. They're from 2001.
That's
Oh, I was born.
I was just born. It depends on when
But
I
how
was
old are
born.
you?
20.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This
Well,
is
5
called
days before
Hillside
I
with
was born.
Chimney, and this is from 1997.
It was my
Days
birth.
old.
My birth caused a schism.
And this
in the world.
is called Doodle, and this is from 1996. And this is Landscape with White
That's
Mountains.
really nice.
This is from 2003. So if people do you want to so if you want to bid on any of Theo's smaller pieces, please text 403-629-7424.
That's 403-629-7424. 403-629-7424.
Only 100 closer.
You were one
Good
of
math,
these,
right? It's your money. Use it when you need it. Looking at the. So how old are you?
Gladys bid $80 on the Jazz Club.
Yeah. That took me a second. I was like, how old am I? I'm 26 in a month.
I'd say anywhere from 20 to 30.
Oh,
I'm super bad at
There's
telling
different
age.
people. I also am.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even guess.
don't like that question.
so this is by Kelly. Yay! He is a hunter. He is Arcadia. They have a cute arrowhead necklace and suction cup arrows, so they're not dangerous. He has arrows in his backpack and his fun bow and UV as well. Oh, look at that bow. So opening is 120 for this cute hunter. Is not angry hunter. He's like a hunter of happiness.
One of his nails is going. We've got clay that makes.
Oh yeah. He has a
Why
fingernail.
does he have one clay that's one Columbus?
It's magic.
Different.
Painted.
Is there an offer going on this one?
That one was
$5. They're all $5.
$20 on this one,
Of
please?
course. What's your name?
Nina.
Nina.
Nina? Perfect. We're just gonna
That
put
one
it
was
down.
born on my brother's birthday.
On Joel's birthday.
Fun! That's so
Like-
cool.
It says
What is
November 5th on it.
No
Is there a name on
way.
it? Like a title.
Landscape with white mountains.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
it looks good in the dark too.
Also, they donates 100% of the sales to the yard, so that's really good help.
Thank you.
Somebody's phone. Oh, Dr. John's phone.
Can I see the rest of the pile?
Oh, yes.
One in 365.
It's rich. Hi. Oh, it's good.
I really like this one.
I'm gonna put this
I'm
back so that
bidding
it's
on
safe.
this
All right.
one. I love any synchronicity. I just
Yeah, me too.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm obsessed with synchronicities.
I know I'm not good at ages, honestly.
Okay.
Like
Making sure I write the
I also
text.
don't know what the rest of your face looks like, so that is a problem. Like in your 30s, maybe. I'm gonna be 53.
I was gonna say,
See, I'm not good at.
I got it right. I got it right
I was
on.
gonna say 23 to 46.
I'm gonna be 50. Yeah, see, I'm really not good.
So these two pieces are by Jacob.
Can I see your face? Oh my god. You're defining the.
Yeah, I literally thought you were in your 30s.
You're defining them.
Yes, not this one though, because no one will open me.
I'm just kidding. I'll show it.
These are both by Jacob. Beautiful landscapes from around Calgary. I love the red sky and the blue sky.
Okay, I didn't.
Opening
I'll
$5
answer,
each.
but I give you trade.
Here we go. So these are by Jacob.
When they have
$5 each.
How much did you bid?
At $20.
Yeah? Okay, cool. All right. Oh, you have more? Cool. So these ones are fresh.
What are they opening?
5, yeah. Our opening for this one?
I'm gonna ask for $10.
Each? Yeah, for sure. So these lovely pieces Jacob was working on here. So opening. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I love.
It's a little bit,
Oh, that's okay. I will.
but I'll probably there's some geese and it's
I'll trade spots from here for a second.
and pencil.
Sure. And this one opening at 10
Here, I'm
too?
gonna pass you on to.
Yeah.
need to trade spots.
Okay. These are all opening at 10. Do you want to show them?
$10?
They're by Jacob.
Okay.
Here, that one's a little bit wet. So I'm
Can I
gonna
show
put
them to the
right there.
camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Dr. John. How are you?
So some ducks.
I'm doing
Good.
geese because there's so many these days.
I know, right? And then like,
Yeah.
did you ever notice they're violent? A lot of people call them like,
Rubber chickens.
They're protected.
yeah, right? Protective is a nicer way to say it.
Thanks for telling me.
Yes,
Yeah. Not been on the end of my.
That one is
But I wonder when people are hungry, it wouldn't be too hard to run them over with your bike, you know?
Not at all. Landscape of White Mountain.
yeah, and it's
I don't
It's
know, they might,
currently
like,
at
jump up on
$90.
it and just like perch on the handlebars and just pick your eyes out or something.
Right? I did this awful thing not long ago, and I'm so, I feel, well, there's two
I'm
things.
sorry, it cut
One
off.
I can't really talk about. One of them was I was riding a fixed gear,
Oh, okay, for sure.
and I was having the thought, like, am I too old to be riding a bicycle with no brakes? And I was so respectful and responsible on the paths with my fixed gear until one night it was just wet and cold,
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
the only one on
Yeah,
the
that
path,
one's
so I was
making
just
me
cutting
nervous right
loose,
now.
going so fast.
Richard
And this duck rolls out onto the path, and I think the duck was used to people like being a lot more accommodating to the duck on the bike paths. So like I'm on this fixed gear, got no brakes, and I got sort of brakes, but not really. And this duck steps onto the path, and it kind of looked back at me like, he'll move. I'm not moving. He'll move. And I was like, duck! And then
And it did not duck.
I rode over its neck like twice. Like I remember because fixed gear, you have really intense connection with the ground, right? Because it's direct drive. And so I remember my front wheel went over the neck. I was like, oh, that was gross. And my back wheel went over the neck. I was like, oh, that's gross. And then I turned back and I was like, stop. Like 30 feet to stop because I was on a stupid fixed gear. And then it was kind of like flopping. And I didn't know what to do. Like, do you guys know what you do when you run over a duck with your bike?
You run it over again?
Well, it would have been dead before 311. But yeah, part of my instinct was I needed to go put it out of its misery. But then I thought like maybe, and I didn't have my phone with me at the time.
You thought maybe it would be fine?
This is like social suicide right now. I'm telling you this story about mutilating a duck.
Murdering a duck in cold blood.
So I
You
went,
didn't mean
my
to.
decision was I need to let this duck be put out of its misery. That was the best sort of
That's
like,
fair.
and it went back to go help the duck, but it was kind of well enough that it kind of flew off and then dropped. And then it was kind of like flying up into the air and dropping. The more I went to go help it, the more it was like, so I ended up just riding away from it in severe trauma. Sorry, I'm just telling the duck
No,
story.
good. I didn't need to
I was
interrupt.
going to tell the story. I was going to tell the other story. This is the story I feel guilty about. Is there was this field of like,
Duck story.
no, it was a field of seagulls, and Jess, Rich, and Felix were on a bike ride, and they so diligently went all the way around the field, but like they were all just sitting in this spot at the bottom of this grass hill, and I was at the top of the grass hill. You've seen this in the movies where you just ride into the flock of seagulls, and like 1,000 seagulls got up and flew away. That's the one I feel guilty about. And all I did was kind of get some seagulls, do a lap before they come back and sit down again. But the duck one is like so traumatic, I can't even really process it. It's like, I'm really just filling in because Jess on the phone. I don't have anything for you.
Did you say Jess, Rich, and Felix were on a bike ride?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, we read a lot. Have you met Felix?
No.
Felix is 9. but
You
he's
will in the
I've heard
summer.
his voice though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Felix has been
so
riding since he
cute.
was 3. Though, like
I
at 3, he was
appreciate
taking bike trips to. His first trip, he's like, I went all the way to Oakland, Market.
Actually,
Did you work everything out?
everything is good.
Did you get any bids?
Yeah, so actually we did. We got a bid for 120 for the big Jessie.
Okay.
And I let Steve know. And did we get any bids for Jacob? So these lovely geese. These are all opening at $10. Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Do you
think
have your
I
phone?
can grab it. Yeah. Okay. So and what is happening? Here. Should we leave him? Hey, Kelly, you can. Oh. Here. Do you? Because I think like, should we just say? Expo, and then if we hear anything from people later, I'll just talk to you. Yeah. Okay.
Or give 10 minutes notice?
Oh, sure. So if you would like to bid on Kelly's beautiful Archer, you can text 403-629-7424. If not, you're gonna miss your chance here because it's gonna be going to the Comic Expo. Traveling. Steve bid 130 for the big painting. Here's the other one by Jacob. Mixed media on canvas board. Ah,
Can I pass these to you?
Yes.
Right? Isn't she so cool?
sorry. Just to go back to some things here.
Want to do the timing out?
Sure, we can certainly.
Don't
Here.
time me out.
No, I'll time this one out.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Because my mom bid $25 on this cute ducky.
It's a bit of a gamble because when you start timing out, that's when the bids start to rise. If you wait too long or time out, you don't get the heat. But if you time out too soon, then somebody logs on in half an hour from now and they're like, ooh, can I bid on that, please? And you're like, no.
No.
You're
So going once, going twice, going 3 times. Mom has it at $25 to Matthias. I mean, from Matthias to mom. Ah, that wasn't even on this phone. It's just a separate thing. Okay. Do you have everybody kept their pieces by Theo? Is that how we're gonna
Oh,
do it?
we can do it that way if you come back to me.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever works for people. Here.
Does anyone else have a bid on any of these two pieces? You pass me that top one. Unless anyone else has bid on it. I won't actually try if anyone else bids on it. Just so you can bid.
which was the one with the birthday.
The White Mountains. All
That was
right.
2 dates on it, isn't it?
I've been looking at this one for weeks and I just keep not bidding.
Which is the birthday.
And now I'm in charge of the bids, so. This makes me happy.
And this one is also by Kelly Stanford.
Yeah, so he started
Opening
on
at $40.
Oh, wow. Such a synchronicity.
Should find out what day he was baptized or something like that.
It was the 18th.
You're kidding
I don't
me.
know that.
Oh my god.
Well, let's just say it was the 18th.
I almost love
You're so cute. Don't do that to me.
There is a lot of magic here.
That was so
Every-
cute.
yeah, every time
There's
you-
so
I love magic so much that's why I almost flew.
Hey,
Oh,
is that a
no,
baseball
these
tee? Don't do that to
are
me.
almost.
These
that
are
must
almost
be the
done.
last.
Second
What
last.
size
second,
is it?
Fly again.
The second.
Second
Can you
last.
also show the other piece
I
then?
don't have
Yeah.
any money, but I need a shirt. Do you take IOUs?
You know we do.
Yeah, we do.
I'm wearing a different shirt.
I owe
wa-
you
I
so
wore this
much
shirt.
money.
So this is they're both, I think they're both
Oh my God,
smalls,
that
but they're
shirt's so
from different
sexy.
companies.
Can I
So
look
like,
at the baseball?
And who is it on the
I
shirt?
really.
um,
Them.
it's
Red?
it's an amalgamation of 2 paintings that Rich did. This one is a self-portrait that Rich did of
That's so
himself,
cool.
and this
so
is me
sexy.
screaming.
That's awesome. Sexy.
It's my favorite shirt. But I can't wear
It's
it.
a
Like, I've tried it
Gildan
out.
brand.
Can't
It's
wear it.
also my favorite shirt.
Can't wear
and I
shirt.
wear it
So
as
some of them
much
we
as I
bought from
can
Michaels,
just
and some of them we bought
until it
from.
gets too stinky to wear.
I am obsessed.
That's so sexy.
Do you want to try it on?
I would love to.
Yeah.
But I'd have to go away.
Oh yeah. No, you don't have to. Whatever you'd like to do. And
Maybe
this is
like
a
the muscle
small-
shirt on you.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, you look super buff.
Right? That's what I'm hoping for.
You could flex
All
out of
right.
it.
Is that the last one? Can
Uh,
you show the artifact too, though?
well, like untechnically, because I was gonna ask Michelle if she wanted this one or the red sweatshirt, and
Okay,
then
but
this one is the one with the blue stuff
can
on
you-
the
can
sleeve.
you show the artifact?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what my next
Give
step.
me like 2 seconds. I need to know immediately if I can follow.
Okay.
Immediately.
There's nowhere for me to turn.
You can go in the back behind the curtain if you
I
want.
want to come to the back.
Okay.
I mean, you can if you want.
So this is here, this is super cool. We printed about 4 or 5 of these t-shirts at a time, and then the print
So every
was
time I use the print, it accumulates more color up front from what we printed with, right? So this last print would have been a yellow background with a red medium ground and a blue foreground.
Oh, are those the screens that you use?
yeah, it's a
And then
5-part
so
print.
There's this point where it's like this. I could print them forever, but I want them to be limited runs. And then there's a point where I just love the look of the screen. So it's like, well, I think we're done. So I said to Jess, "Did we account for all the shirts that we had to sell?" And like in my mind, I'm like, I gotta have a shirt for. Did I have Scott and you had Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I just gotta save one shirt for Scott, and then we're all good because I think Scott's paid for a shirt. And then Jess is like, yeah, Steve's just been waiting for a shirt. He's just got to pick it up. So I said to Jess, so I think we're accounted for all the shirts. Can I stop now? Can this be the end? And she's like, I'm like, we got a shirt for Scott, right? She's like, his name's Steve. And then so
Actually,
I'm like,
to add to
I'm
the
like,
S's.
just as long as you're sure. So I tear the backing out of this. There's like a rubber coil that comes out, and I liberate the screen to become an art piece. And then we look like half an hour later. She's been telling me that Scott is Steve for like 3 weeks because I've been worried about Scott getting his T-shirt and she's worried about Steve getting. And they're 2 different people.
Oh no.
The same size shirt. So there was a little stress there.
Did you end up doing those 2 pink ones for
No,
Chelsea?
and I apologize. But
Oh,
we'll
that's fine.
put something on them. But
All right.
This just got to the point where the red, yellow, and blue were perfect, and
Oh yeah, it does look. They complement very well.
Absolutely.
and then to make it work against the white background, we painted black on the back of the screen. So
Oh yeah.
This-
Are they like how do they work?
So this was all in one print, and then Rich would do the yellow first. So like not the yellow necessarily; it was all these different colors. but
to register them, but I
he
eyeball
Eyeballed the first. This is the first layer, and it was always the lightest color. And then the red was the second darkest color. So that would be on top, and just eyeballing it. And we'd only ever do like sets of 3 or 4 because it got too gunky after that. Like it would be too much. Like right,
It
like
was
that's
too gunky to
and
eyeball.
then- and then this would be the last layer. So you can see on the shirts, and then the Rumble would go above,
That's
and
two
house
separate
would
prints.
go.
There's actually 5 prints.
So it's like a 5-part print, and so it'd be like
4 colors and 5
quite an
colors.
event every time. And then
But Jess and I become
I
one.
really liked seeing him
That's
choose
really
his
cool.
colors.
Yeah.
Like that was the fun part with me seeing you choose your colors. Like that was super cool.
When did you end up doing the pink ones?
Thank you,
Just
Christine.
feel free
I was gonna
get
say,
super
does
messy with it.
anyone know how to post the discussion from the event page on the comments in the live feed? Because I
Your
don't.
mom doesn't know if we're here. What's the question?
My mom doesn't know if I'm here.
Something like that.
Oh, can you tell her she got the ducky?
Possible. What are you asking about the comments? What are you asking about
I
the
told
comments?
her. Rachel was just asking if someone could post a link to the art, and then Anne Christine gave a play-by-play of how to find it, but I don't know if it would be if anyone knows how to. That would be awesome help if you know how to post the discussion part of the Rumble 465 event on the comment strand on the live feed. Hi, how are you? All right. So this is kind of this awesome document from all of the art making we made on the t-shirts.
What is the screen?
It's silk. It's like, so when you say silk screen, it's actually silk. Do you want to
It's a
see it?
mesh.
It's like a mesh.
It's like a
So you can actually
thin
get,
silk.
yes, you can actually
And
get
it goes-
different weave of silk for different like perfection of image.
So it's just kind of like the paint permeates through, basically.
Yeah, you're
And just like-
you're squeezing it through the fabric,
Oh,
and so you can get a wider weave and a thinner weave. Yeah, take them.
Are those stencils that you use to make all the t-shirts?
Yeah, that's the same
part of the-
process, and then that's just put in. So that's like a 5-part print, and some of them are 1 part, some of them are 2 parts. So yeah, it's the same process for all of them. Yeah, and so Rich does the. Oh, thanks, Amanda. So I think Amanda set the link up on there. Thank you so much, everybody, for helping.
So then do you have to paint like the same thing every single time?
I don't do it the way you're supposed to do it. The way you're supposed to do it is you use like a drawing. You draw something, right? And then with high detail, because that's what we're really well with silkscreen. And then you photocopy your black ink onto a piece of mylar, and then use the mylar you put on the screen, and they use an emulsion. So the emulsion goes on the screen, and where you put the mylar down, put a hot light on it, and the mylar cooks the emulsion so it stays. But where the black is, it stays liquid. So you can spray the mylar out and get a really super detailed copy of your drawing, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't have the patience for that, so I just paint right on the screen and I eyeball it. The whole thing, I painted that face 4 times.
Is there an offer on this?
No, opening bid for that one's
What was your opening bid? I was gonna.
25.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave there on this.
30. Cool.
Rich, does it look like I should purchase
You should
this?
buy that.
Yeah, you should absolutely.
I feel-
It's also
Can
your
I
last
see?
chance
That
to
looks
buy that
good.
shirt.
Oh, that's so good.
You look so hot.
Thank you. That was the goal. I love a good baseball tee.
Yeah. Can't go
What do
wrong.
I owe you?
You can't go wrong with baseball team. If you fall in love with it,
I'm very in love with
no, it looks really good.
it. I'm a little self-conscious because I can't really see what it looks like.
You
You'll
can
have a full length
incredible.
mirror.
Look
You
at
might-
me. Look at me. You can buy the baseball team.
Thank you.
So,
I appreciate it.
that's really your shirt. You do rock it.
I really like it.
Okay.
I don't
Here you go.
know.
Extra shoulder.
Da, da,
Let's
da!
give a shoulder pump. Did you just work out?
I did actually. It was shoulder day today.
So good. I can tell.
Like 8 hours ago.
Look at mom.
Thank you.
Love it.
You're just like
I'm
walking
gonna go.
therapy
This is a
for
lot.
all.
Oh, I can't fit the
Okay. Oh, is this by Ty? Is Ty still here?
Ty's here, yeah.
What's the opening bid?
30.
30? Okay, this is by Ty. This is so opening bid is $30. Whoa.
I'll bid 30.
Yeah. The detail in this is so great.
I'm just holding it right
Your
now.
songs on your head.
So opening for this is 30 and Rich has it at $30. So you want to look at this. You can see lots of shapes forever and ever.
Did you get back to your mom?
Yeah, I did.
Did she were you ready for a nap?
She just wanted to make sure she got the ducky.
Oh, I see.
As one would.
Right? Just checking.
Just
She
having
just-
sleeping in the water bowl. Yeah, that's what they do. No,
Okay.
drink all the water out of it first and then they sleep. You know, it's like a little button.
So this is by Ty, currently at $30. All right. Just gonna show a few pieces from
Who's got a bid
before.
on that?
Did anyone bid on this piece?
Marlo.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Marla, we're gonna do the auction, okay?
Sorry.
You have a job to do.
I'm supposed to be doing a job.
Okay, do the job.
Almost like you have ADHD or something.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
Honestly,
also was gonna wear my other shirt, but I guess I'm wearing this. I'm so sorry.
Honest- there's-
Where did I?
I'm just
what did I
wondering,
miss?
was there a bid on this one, maybe? Stephen? Italy, Tuscany?
Not that
Not yet? Okay.
What is the opening bid?
Opening bid is $50.
There's a bit of 30 on the screen.
Bid of 30 on the screen. Thank you.
Screens?
On
Rich.
yeah.
Thanks for reminding me that I was.
Whoa,
looking at
everyone's
my
so good.
I'm so sorry.
This one is
I did
at
30 of that.
Thai at $30 to Rich.
Sorry. Ooh, Ty?
Thai, yeah.
What's the title? Is that the title?
It is magic.
It's called It Is Magic.
I don't know. I just said that 'cause it's
I'm
pretty
calling
magic.
it magic.
Did you have a title or anything, Ty? No.
It's
It is-
titled no.
Up to
Untitled.
yeah.
No number
Sorry,
one.
and Rich has it for
$30.
$30. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm gonna screw that 30. Sky.
Yeah.
You told me this. What are the screens do? Was it you?
Oh.
Burns. What did you pick?
Um,
Okay, I'm back on track now, y'all.
Tina bid $50 on this one just now.
Wonderful. 50 for Tuscany for Tina.
I don't know. Wow, this was like a while ago. I'm just scrolling through because I also got distracted. Steve bid 130. Did I tell you this?
On
The big-
flower.
yeah.
Dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm scrolling through. It is
Are we expecting?
now at 150
Okay.
on this one.
Which one?
Toothy flower.
Oh,
Oh.
no, right?
This one
I can't
is
believe
by
it hasn't
A-Lock.
sold yet.
It is opening at $30.
So adorable.
He's giving a cute little raspberry.
Oh, it's so here.
Mixed media. Opening $30. Multitasking. Not good at it. And plug it while I do this. Okay. And
That's escape.
this one is by Jennifer Waters, opening at $40.
What's the jazz club at?
Jazz Club.
72 Sky. Then I do.
Oh, 80 to Gladys. Sorry.
Okay, let's do this. Get some of the stuff out of the way.
Hold on. What? I just want to make sure.
$80 going,
85 to Sky.
$85 going once, $85 going twice
Is it
to-
okay if
to
it's
Sky,
just-
$85 going 3 times,
That's fine. What?
I sold.
temporarily
bidding?
sold with a 10-minute bubble,
Oh,
okay?
wait.
Sold with
Just
a 0
bidding.
second buffer.
90 at the back.
93.
What is your name again?
103.
This is going really fast. I'm gonna
It's at 103 now?
Are you gonna open it?
Is that Jen bidding on?
Please go.
Wait, there's 3 people bidding.
Okay, also though, since there's a new bidder, let's do this. I was trying to get this one out of the way.
Okay, it's at
Also,
120.
Steve bid
Ba, ba,
160
ba.
on Just States.
Wait, which one's that 120?
The one you're bidding.
Gladys just bid
sorry,
1.
Jen.
Jen,
Jen.
Jen,
got 120.
and Gladys just bid 125.
130.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
I'm not writing it down until someone gets their certificate. What is who's bidding?
It was just temporarily sold.
There's a 10-minute lag.
Yeah, it was like so even keel for such a long time, and it's like,
It was up for me, and then forever, and then
Okay, wait. So the bid right now is 130 to Sky. Is that correct?
yeah, yeah. Okay.
That went real fast.
130 going once, 130 going twice, 130 sold.
Wait, are you?
Well, we'll put 10 minutes
Yeah,
on it, but
10 minutes, okay.
my point was I wanted to move
Okay,
it off
10
the. make some space.
We also got a bid for 175 on the big face. Amongst all the bids and the bigs.
big noggin.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, that works.
It looks like opalescent. But you did.
I love the jawline.
Yeah, the extreme shadow and yeah, so nice.
My pants under the
On or
black light.
off of?
Dinah, so good. Dinah would bid all the time. That shirt you're wearing, $50.
Yeah,
She
there
does-
you go.
and they were like, we'll wash it. She's like, no.
Oh, yeah.
I love Dinah.
Speaking of shirt, how much do I owe you for this?
Yours?
How much did you send the shirts for? I'm wearing it. Okay, give me
Take your
some
time.
time.
You have the rest of your life.
Steve bid
I got
180
you,
on the face.
I just fell in love with the shirt. I apologize.
It used to be like we're under a lot more pressure to make it each month by month. But now, like worst case scenario, like we could front you until you have the money. So don't stress. Don't ever stress about that. More, just take care that you're not putting yourself behind is the big thing.
Yeah, work on it.
Because really, we just want people to have a nice time here.
I just
And-
want to be a walking billboard.
Well, that's why we
For
normally
only you. Just mind
normally
you, I
we
don't
don't
wear
even
any-
charge for the shirts,
thing
but
else.
we needed to raise some money to buy more ink. So you used to all the ink.
How much is the ink?
You know, it's my joy. So my joy is making the shirts, and it's funny, like all the t-shirts Jess and I pay for out of our own pockets. So when we say raising money for ink, it's like we'll go spend $200 on sometimes 20 t-shirts, right? Like they're $10 a t-shirt. We're not even counting that as part of our costs because some people might like spend $200 on a shirt and put it on and go, wow, I look great in this shirt. But I spent $200 on 20 t-shirts. I'm like, dude's wearing my face on his t-shirt. So it's just a different kind of vanity, right? Like I don't look in the mirror and go, oh, I'm so pretty, but I see my face on a shirt and I'm like, yes. I didn't quite do that. Felix does it like this. He goes, yes.
Yeah, just a solid one. Like
So what's this one at?
175.
175 going once?
180 to Steve.
180 going once, 180 going twice,
I'm loving this forever.
180 going 3 times.
Yeah.
With a 10-minute lag. Is that fair?
It's at 200 now, and I'm
This
still
one is?
figuring out the dings. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Let's time this one out. So this is my print screen from the t-shirts. To me, the artifacts of the t-shirts, this is my favorite part of the t-shirts. So I make a screen and I'm really waiting for, 30 t-shirts to pass so I can consider taking the screen apart. And this is my favorite screen that I've made so far. And the bid is at $30 going once, $30 going twice, $30 going 3 times with a 10-minute lag.
Okay. Here, this one is a bunch of roses by Rose. It's at $10 to Tina. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Sold to Tina. Yay! Sorry, I didn't mean to sorry.
I'm on camera.
So this is
Also,
by
it'd be more
Mika.
appropriate if we were
Opening
straight.
$5 for this
kidding.
lovely
I'm just joking.
piece.
Right?
Jeez, those
I'm
guys.
so sorry.
It was super funny. I couldn't not say it. It was funny.
Sorry, we're just being gay in the office.
I love you guys. I love you. Ah,
Rumble House really is one of the places where being straight kind of puts you in the minority.
Well, here it kind of does.
Steve bid
Also, I love the outfit change. Every time you come out, you're
I
like,
just get
well,
sweaty.
no, that's valid. That's
So
why I brought
my
one.
paranoia is I think I'm behind the curtain. I'm not. I'm all like, oh, dead on. And then people are just like bidding on you.
We're throwing money at you.
210 to Steve for the big face.
Do you want more papers?
Oh,
Am I in
no,
front
I'm
of the camera?
fine. I need to leave bigger spaces for the bidding.
It's funny. I spent all night watching that Jess is in front of the camera, but I'm never watching to see if I'm in front of the camera. So like the opposite of her stepping off screen and talking for 20 minutes.
And we got $35 on the silk screen to Jen. I just scroll up.
Yeah,
I see
right here.
I see puppy pictures.
No,
Someone
this
did
is easy.
35
Thank
on
you.
Just like you're this way.
It also whisper in my ear. Just kidding. Please don't do
It's
that.
like when unless it's like really urgent, or I have to like jump up and down and go. It never works.
I feel like the text makes it easier for people to like press
Oh,
and
yeah.
go back and look.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of in a loop now at this point. Sorry. So this one didn't go. Oh,
Kelly left.
oh shoot! Did you want this?
I don't think she's needed it.
Sorry.
It looks very good.
Sorry.
This
I'm
is.
not saving for compliments here, but then I get them and I don't know what to do with them.
So this
Oh,
is
that's
by
me.
this is by Marlo.
That's me.
And what is it currently at?
$500.
So nice.
Just kidding.
15 to Sky, cool. And I
Which
did
is
let Rob.
also way more than I thought.
I did let
You
Ryan
know,
know.
you know what it looks like?
Please don't.
It looks like Theo's work.
It is magic.
Do you take that as a compliment?
I am gonna go. What time is it? I need to screen record you saying that. 'Cause that is like
10:32.
Thank you. I have to go back and watch these later.
Yeah, I think
That's
if you
a
told me
huge
this was
compliment.
Theo's work, I wouldn't doubt it.
It's like a space.
I like to think that there's magic with it. It's like
It also has
magic.
a real sense of. Do you know who Chuck Jones is?
I don't.
You do, but you don't know that you do. How many people here know who Chuck Jones is?
That's all. Oops.
He did all the Bugs Bunny cartoons, and he
Oh
had
my
he had
God.
that really swirly eyelashy look that you'll notice when I point this out. There was
I
a
know.
span of time when Chuck Jones was really nailing Bugs Bunny, and when he was doing his best work, all the characters had those really intense, long eyelashes, but they also had the same eyelashes as the Who's. Right? Did you ever notice it's the same animation style between Bugs Bunny and
No, but I'm gonna look.
the
now.
Grinch? What's that? Sorry?
It looks kind of like, oh my god.
Self-portrait, yeah. Yeah, like it's funny because I might get this name wrong. John Buscemi. No, that's the actor. John. I forgot his name.
John Deere.
No, I was gonna say Stanley and John. Oh,
Bill Finger.
Are you just saying words?
Bill Finger made Batman and wasn't credited
It's hard
for
to
it
know.
until
Oh, really?
after he died.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not.
yeah,
know
no,
that.
but I mean, obviously, Stanley invented all the characters, but he worked with an artist who did all the drawings. So like he would do the concept of the spider, but what we know of Spider-Man came from John something.
The Ninja Turtles came from two guys who were like, what's the stupidest comic we can come up with? Ninja Turtles.
I always thought it was smart. Like the references to art history were brilliant.
And it was
I was like 16. And I was like, I can't believe they picked famous artists.
it was two guys and they just wanted dumb comic.
Yeah.
And it got huge and they hated that it got huge because they couldn't work on it anymore.
I used to work on for a t-shirt designer who bought the contracts of things. So we did South Park t-shirts, and all the artwork that I did went right to Matt Groening's desk, and he would sign the work if he liked it and cross out the work if he didn't. So I'd walk into work and I'd see somebody wearing a Bart Simpson shirt that I designed, and each one of those pieces went to Matt Groening's desk, right? And part of my contract was I had to shred all the works that he signed because he didn't want me having Bart Simpson images with his signature on it. And at the same time, we were doing South Park shirts. So South Park wasn't on in Alberta; it was across Canada, across North America. It was in like season 3 or something. For some reason, none of the stations in Alberta had picked it up. So my employer from Toronto was like, "Oh, you've seen South Park, haven't you?" And I was like, "No, I don't know what are you talking about?" So she gives me this videotape back in the olden days with like 11 hours of South Park that I had to watch before I did concepts for this T-shirt. So, you guys like South Park? Imagine you'd never heard of South Park and you had to watch 11 hours of South Park. I got as far as Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo, and I was like, I'm gonna need therapy after this. And it was just too much all at once. Because I think people get kind of like, they grow accustomed over weeks, the grosser joke. But the first season of South Park just actually
It just comes down on you.
absolutely damaged my mind. Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
What's the bid for this set?
15 this guy.
15 going once, 15 going
This is
twice.
cool, take it up.
I'll bid 20.
Sky, what are you gonna do about that? I'm just kidding.
I
I'm joking.
hit my budget.
I know. I'm writing it down.
Oh, you were gonna buy that one.
You came in and you were like, I have no money, and I see you
Oh,
down
am I
here
being
for
cruel?
1:30 or something.
You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna subsidize Sky $5 so Sky can have this for 20. Does that work?
Amazing.
I feel like I broke your heart. You take
I
that one.
I'm just
I
happy.
told them I was gonna buy this one yesterday, and by yesterday I mean yesterday in Rumble House days.
Last yeah.
No, that's perfect.
This is thank you all.
To me, yesterday is always past tense, and tomorrow is always like future tense. So, and I
This
get
is so cool.
I
That
get
was my
corrected
first
all the
piece.
time at school over it. It just stresses me out. Like, just understand this is tomorrow can mean future. Okay, so I think these are timed out.
I
right?
was gonna ask you where we're at on. So,
We're at 250 for the big flower piece.
oh yeah, so
35 for the screen.
we got a bid for 250 for the big piece. We got 35 for the screen print, and is the jazz club.
Club's at 130 for Sky. Is that correct?
That's what I think.
Anyone gonna make any?
No.
To be fair, I say that with love. You
I feel
told
like
me
I should have.
that you had no money.
No need. I'm wealthy.
Tomorrow. No.
Me too.
So Steve bid
Are we just
260.
manifesting or what? Yeah, that word.
Steve bid 260 on Jess. I
I
was
like
gonna-
how every piece is just called Jess.
Jess.
Can I
Jess
show you
club,
guys?
no?
Like I have the
Jess.
3 Jesses at home. Like,
Oh, the jet.
I'm not gonna sell this one tonight because I kind of.
I wanna-
hang on to it for a week or so.
it.
Oh,
I
like
love that.
But
so
this is a painting I did of Jess.
What's it called?
Really?
It's called Jess.
Shocking.
So here's the thing: is I did 7 paintings. This
Jess
week.
is like hiding. Like I don't we can still
I
see
did-
you.
Well, this was a full like saucy nude as well. Like this dress doesn't belong to the reference that I was working with.
I
It's pure imagination. The dress part.
feel
which
like Jess is so red behind that red
No.
curtain.
she's not embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed
No.
by the painting. It was just like Jess.
But Jess and myself and a lot of people live in very different worlds because I imagine clothes onto Jessica all the time.
Yeah, and I'm here like, why would you do such
I
a
know,
thing?
right? Well, because I started. I used to paint. We used to do a lot more nudes at Rumble and a lot. We do nude figure drawing. We used to do nude figure drawing on Thursdays.
Now, when is that starting?
But something.
Yeah, I want to be a model.
Yeah, something happened when Trump became president where I started feeling differently. Not about the nude body being dirty or in any way, but just feeling more protective about how people can mistreat the trust you put in a nude figure. So that changed how I started painting nudes. But this particular piece, I had a funny story about it, and I forget. I got distracted by the dress. No, it's gone.
The
dress
dress
is really
isn't
pretty.
gone. It's still there.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But I'm gonna sell this one in a few weeks. I just wanted to hold it for a while. What was my funny story? Do you remember?
About that?
Oh no, I know what it was. 'Cause I was gonna say that I painted 7 paintings this week, but this week actually started for me about 4 days ago. So I've been painting 2 to 3 paintings a day, and you don't get tired. You just get way better so fast. Like I'm not bad at art. I'd like to think for the most part, but then like 6 paintings into this 2-day cycle, I was just banging out these paintings that seemed so far beyond my ability in like halves of hours. You know, like not hours, but in halves of hours. So what's that song? Can you sing me that song? It costs so much because.
Oh, it cost so much because it took me
5
hours.
So I'm like working on one of my best paintings the other day. I'm like, it costs this much because I do it in half an hour.
So many artists probably.
Lots of people hate me. Like they do.
I mean,
But I'm so
the
filled
haters are
with
the
love.
motivators, right?
I can find a way to love everybody. That doesn't even factor.
Doesn't that make life so much harder?
Doesn't
Isn't that
even
the same?
factor into me whether somebody likes me or not. That's kind of an nice deal. That's part of my autism.
I don't think so, Rich.
What's that?
I don't believe you. What you just said. It does factor. A person doesn't like me.
It hurts me when they don't like me, but
Yeah.
it doesn't factor into whether I like them back.
That's true.
That's what I was trying to say.
I would say I would go along with that.
No, it
It wasn't
definitely
gonna
hurts,
curse you
but
that way, though.
it doesn't change how I feel about you. I think I have great empathy for people that don't like me.
You're like, well, that sucks for you.
That's super
I need to
funny.
write that down.
You'll have to put up with me all day
I've ever
long.
heard you say.
No, I know. Like,
I love you more.
and this one, she's with me morning and night. You know, it's like I know what I'm like.
I miss being able to go to the art room when shit gets weird.
So this is a piece by Sandra Heavens, a lovely, I'm pretty sure it's chalk pastel on like a really soft fabric. Sandra, if you're watching, because it could also be watercolor on a textured ground. I don't know if people want to look at this any closer. It's opening at $15. And this is by Andrew Farley, opening at $10, a really cool multimedia piece. I just wanted to re-show some of the pieces that were, or show some of the pieces that were up. Yeah, so we took that one. Oi, 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 oi.
It's so cool to see my art in someone else's hands. Yeah, like it doesn't belong to
Okay,
me anymore.
these were
But
West,
I like
these
it.
are West
I've never sold anything.
Grass. So these are dewdrops.
I have a commission of going to the UK.
And tiger
Oh, I
lilies.
think they're gonna- yeah, like it's a friend of mine, but like still.
And
Like, I have art across the
bees.
You're an international phenomenon.
I'm an international kid.
All of these are opening at $10.
No, I'm joking. Okay, calm down. Jeez.
Okay, yes, I think this one we're signing out. The screen, the screens, did we time this one out yet? Okay, so we're gonna start
You told me not
timing
to worry about time, so I didn't.
it's a general idea. So this one's at $35 to Jen. Going one. 40? Yeah, 40 to Nina.
Yeah, I'm like, did we find
Timing out. 40 to Nina, going one.
45.
45 to Jen, going once.
your turn?
Going.
Okay, what's the last? And there's no judgment if you eat it like that, but there are utensils if you use them. It looks different, but also I appreciate that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. This now.
No, that's valid. I just didn't know if anyone saw them. I didn't at first. Yeah.
Is that 40?
Want you to suffer for that if you didn't.
Is this at 45
I'm
to
not
Jen?
okay, you continue.
Is this at 45 to Jen?
45 to Jen.
So you have 10 minutes if you'd like to bid on this
Okay,
piece.
you have 10 minutes. Y'all, are you just gonna keep going back and forth for every 10 minutes?
Okay,
But
good.
that one was already put on last call.
You're like, I just wanna go home.
Tonight is like we're doing our best night. I don't know. Oh, Randy bid $15 on the chalk pastel piece by Sandra.
Sandra Heaven?
Thanks, Randy.
Okay, I need to stand in this. I don't know how anyone sits this
Like,
long.
Musical chairs.
So,
Basically, yeah.
did I tell you the big dress is at $275 now?
275. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Oh, this chair's so much better. This is like, if you work here, you get to use this chair. I work here just for.
You can also use the shower chair.
Okay.
It's
Okay, Sandra Heavens, I didn't write it down. I got distracted.
15 to Randy.
15 to
Randy.
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 I thought you said Randy. So.
No, it's good.
This is why I was sitting closer because I'm deaf.
That's okay. So these are by Jacob. They're all opening at $10. Oh, and Kelly was asking to see this bee one. So there's 2 bees and a white spider on the flowers in this one. It's opening at $10 by Wes. So these are some geese paintings of downtown, opening $10. All of these are opening at $10. Okay. Those are all opening at $10. This at $45. Where's the thing that's beeping? I can hear it beeping on Rich's watch. I can't hear it. Oh, Kelly bid $10 on the B one.
$10 on.
Wes's picture. B picture.
You're so patient with me. Usually Chelsea like doesn't move, and I'm over here across the room. But it's fine.
You're helping me so much.
I really hope that I am. If I'm not, like, let me know.
No, you are. You should see the tags that I started writing. I'm like, this is not.
I'm a bit of a bulletin, but at least I'm writing things down.
You're totally writing things down. I think we're getting to the end of the stuff.
I heard a ding. Should I know about it?
Everything is good. Okay, so the screen print is at $45 to Jen. The large Justice head is at $275. The Jassine is at $130 to Sky.
Okay.
The like
Tuscany is 50 to Tina.
awesome. And Tina also has the roses at 10. Okay, I'm gonna put a
Well,
Tina,
that's good to know. I missed the name earlier.
Tina stack. That's good. Okay, ties is at $30 to Rich.
Wait, which one?
Tie. I think you got that
Oh, the magic one.
one. Magic. There's just a lot of magic. Oh, would you mind writing down your shirt
I do.
and also Gina bought a shirt, so it's all in the title total. Gina, yeah, for 50, yeah. Okay. Is that? Do you feel like that brings us to the
Brings us to the song
end?
portion of the
Song.
What was the art that Sandra Heavens made?
Oh, this one.
I didn't write down what it was.
It's like chalk pastel. Wheat
Chalk
field.
pastel.
Randy called it wheat field.
on thing.
On something that looks very soft, like suede almost.
Something you can rub your face on.
But don't, because then you have chalk on your face.
I mean, there's worse things to have on your face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Like a fist.
Yeah. I made it dirty, but I'm glad you fixed it.
How many copies of the book do we have up front?
Huh? We just had one in there.
It's missing.
Good thing we just had one.
Yeah.
I did see that today.
Mine is totally
Or other way. Oh, that's a Colombia coffee.
That's the black and white.
Yours is glossy too?
Would you like to share that?
Oh, Kelly, did you want your painting?
I
I just thought that.
Oh,
the lines were
you're
smaller.
so sweet. Here.
I was like, they look big.
This is for Okay. Oh, sure. Do you? Oh, you just give it to Marlo. You look so relaxed. It's so fun.
You did my picture.
You're my absolute treasure.
I also did to Chelsea. I'm like, okay, 1, 2. That's so
What are you
good.
doing?
Just so relaxed.
I'm doing a really good
And then
job.
Kelly paid for her piece, and I was like, just give it to Marlo. And she's like, we're so in control. Do you know it's 10:52?
What are you saying?
I think we're good. I think we're like,
Did we sell all pieces?
I think
Is
we-
everybody happy?
I am so happy.
Is anybody not happy?
I am the happiest. Out of everybody. 5 years ago, I would have said I was the saddest. So we're
That is so
Right.
nice.
Do you guys want to hear Jesse sing tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Every
gonna
single
be
minute of my
before, but I
life.
am. And here we are. Yeah. Yeah.
Who is with us? Oh, that's us.
Oh,
Rich, do you know if there's a plug-in for that, or should I just go?
I will
with it?
plug you in.
Do you think it's a- look at that, it's with purchase.
My
Okay.
finger.
So I will do this.
Don't put your finger to put on. I'm an awful idea. Can you send that to Chelsea and tell me what she says?
Yes.
I feel like she'd have something snarky to say. I want to hear it in her voice, but it's fine.
When you read your friends' texts, you hear their voices in their head. In your head.
Yes. Isn't that normal? But
So I had a weird experience where I moved away from St. Albert when I was in grade 2. And at one point I ended up like connecting and texting with Jason Burak, who I knew in the 2nd grade. And to my wildest surprise, when I read his text, I could still hear his 2nd grade voice in my head.
and you were like, this is weird, but cool.
Well, I guess I would have assumed it was not involuntary that you'd have, you know what I mean? Like, I just assumed you do that on purpose. Like, something in my conscious was putting my mom's voice in when I'm reading my mom's text. But I was shocked to realize I remembered what Jason Burak's voice sounded like.
I thought you were gonna say Jason Bourne.
Also that.
Well, you know what? Maybe Jason Burak's is Jason Bourne. He wouldn't even know.
Does anyone have some money to give me? Because I like being handed money.
Do you want to sing "It Costs Us
Okay.
Much"? Because it's
So everyone watching at home,
I just feel
we
like
will be getting back to you with your bids, top bids, or if you got the pieces or whatever later this week. And feel free to text if you have questions, but I will be getting back to you, everybody. Okay, here we go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everybody here. Thank you, everybody online.
this is my awards.
Oh no! Look at spotlight.
It's gonna be so
That looks
bright.
very high.
I'm so sorry. I'm just imagining Rich putting up all these lights except for one.
Blazing
Can
right
someone
into
get
our
me
eyes.
I'm worried about this.
I guess I could have gotten that, but here we go. Look at that.
Oh, this is such
Full auditorium.
intimate lighting.
It's so intimate.
Feeling mighty lonesome. I haven't slept a wink. I walk the floor and watch the door, and in between I drink black coffee. Love's a hand-me-down brew. I'll never see a Sunday in this weekday room. I'm talking to the shadows, 1 o'clock to 4. And Lord, how slow the moments go when all I do is pour black coffee. Since the blues caught my eye. I'm hanging out on Monday, my Sunday tears to dry. Now man is born to go a-loving, and woman's born to weep and fret, to stay at home and tend her oven, and drown her past regrets in coffee and cigarettes. I'm mourning all the morning, mourning all the night, and in between it's nicotine and not much hard to fight. Black coffee, feeling low as the ground. It's driving me crazy to maybe come around.
Wow.